Dr. Victor Okhai, Public Affairs Analyst, joins me now for some perspective on this development. Thanks for giving us your time. Intriguing comments from the management of both bodies. But let's look at what the impact is on the representation of the military in Nigeria with this conduct in the face of everything that's going on in the country.
Thank you very much. I think that the end of your report really, I think it was an important part of everything in terms of how the relationship should have been in the first place. And what do I mean? As any military person, I was trying to tell you, every war usually ends with dialogue in most cases. And so why don't we start up from the beginning? And in terms of dialogue, you know, of course, that the military, you have the rank and file and you have the officers. Officers are called officers and gentlemen, and it is for a reason. It means that they are more reasonable. And that the rank and file, unfortunately, if you recall, I don't know if you recall the story of, or the saga of Mad Dog, still involving Air Force officers. Several years ago, it was M.K. Abiola, whose family had an encounter with some Air Force personnel. His wife and children were handled by the Air Force officers. And when he got to talk to his friends at that high level, he said, Chief, don't mind that, this will behave like mad dogs. And then the Mad Dog saga, it was then called, it became popular then, So what I think should have happened is engagement at the highest level. Because you see, from what I heard from the report, the barracks has been in darkness for a couple of days. It's a military installation, and for them, light is not a luxury, it is a necessity. And so I expect that the power utility company, what they should have done is, yes, I heard they talked to somewhere, an air vice marshal, but you see, they can engage, the chairman can engage at the highest level. Cutting the light of military people is like cutting trouble. Excuse, no pun intended. It's like there's no way you do it and you get a repercussion. But these people, the rank and file, will just come. They don't care. They don't know what's happening at the top. They don't know what engagement you've had. And so it's the kind of reaction that you get. And so what the dialogue that is taking place now is what should have been done earlier. And I know from what the public affairs manager or officer was saying earlier in the report, he said they had been talking and then they were denied access.
All right, we're pressed for time. I just want you to speak to something quickly. The officer that said it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. It is perceived that, being a military base, do they have some level of entitlement, or there is someone who is responsible for the payment of the barracks electricity bill? What could have got to the point that they had to take matters into their hands in this way?
Well, within the report, you would have heard when the public affairs manager talked about a conversation that involved budgetary constraints. And as you know, there are budgetary, not just military, but generally across. Sometimes you can budget and then at other times what is released is not commensurate, and so you prioritize. It's not an excuse. These service providers, it's not government to government like in the past with NEPA. It's a private company that must survive. But it therefore means that when you have as a private organization, you have to devise a means, to be able to reach these people at the highest level, to let them know that this is important and that it's imperative that they meet these obligations. They pay their bills so that these obligations can be met.
Ms. Okhai, thank you so much for your time.